Well, hello, this is Washboard Jim, the singing day trader. I was just in the room and people were following me in this trade, and I wanted to explain the trade a little bit, and I'm going to explain how to set up a 50-day and a 200-day SMA chart. Well, this morning we had a golden cross right out of the gate on SSLJ, and it bounced on up and hit a resistance. On the way up, I was drawing trend lines where I thought was a consolidation period. And then I added a few more as the day progressed. When they touched down, and I found that. So after we played it right out of the gate, I found a little channel called support up here when it was coming down from 160 down to $1. And I told the room to get in $1 and get out at 10 cents. Get in $1, get out at 10 cents. And then what happened is during this process, the 50-day SMA came down and touched up against the 200-day SMA, but yet still stayed above that 200. And then followed the 50-day, and then right about in here, we mentioned again that we might have another breakout. And it did break out. It broke out to 126. So I drew in this trend line right here at 126, which was a pivot point to this channel right here. So it ran on up to my resistance level that I created up here from this base of this candle up here at 140. Touched back down, and when it was up here, I was saying let's wait for it to touch down against this 50-day SMA, which is the green line. That 50-day SMA, then I said go ahead and get in it at 126, take it to 133, but it actually went ahead and ran up to 144 and broke out above it. So I'm going to draw me one more little trend line right here. Keep this for next week. I think it's going to be bullish next week. Now it's starting to come down. So in this trade alone today, we made 1, 2, 3, 4 trades, 5 trades, and then 6. You see how it touched double down right here on the 200-day SMA. And when it did that, it created a support level. And that's where I should probably draw this next line, because that's where that 115 is on the 200-day SMA. And as you're watching the tape, it pulled down a little bit back to that 140 support level that I had, and it's bouncing back up to 146. So this is how I arrived. I'm going to make a duplicate chart of this for right now, and then I'm going to clear it all out. So I'm bringing in a new chart here.
LSCC.
I'll turn that down right now. Scanner's going off. And I'm going to go ahead and, well, what am I going to do here? Go to Studies. I'm going to remove all studies. What I do is I go into Study Program, Edit Studies. I'm going to look for the moving average on the SMA. And we got the exponential, and we got the momentum. I think I can change this. Let me see here. Nope, that ain't the way to do it. Simple moving average right there. So I'm going to open up this box, and I'm going to make sure that I change this to 50. Right there at the length. And I'm practically done, but I like my 50 to be green, so I'm going to change it to green, and I'm going to hit OK. Got that on there. And then I'm going to hit it again. Click it twice. Open up the gearbox. I'm going to put 200 in here. And I like it to be orange because that's the way I use them. Then I hit OK. Then I'm going to hit apply, OK, and there we are. And then if I want to make the lines a little thicker, I'll go back in here to studies. I'll edit studies. I'll open up the gearbox and I'll change the width size to 2 to make it bigger. And I'll do the same thing with the 200. I'll open up the width box. I'll change it to 2 and I'll make it bigger. Then I'll hit apply and OK. And there we are. That's how you set it up. And here we go. Now we're in the same trade, SSLJ. I see a solid support right in here in this area right here. We need to break it out if we're going to break out. And I like this. And I'm going to pull this up on a yearly and show you why I like it real fast. 1 year daily. This thing hovered up around here forever. Then we had a major sell-off till yesterday, and it bounced all the way back up. And I created all these little lines today on today's run. To fill the gap, we need to take it to 167, which we hit 160 today. We have a triple top right around in here. So 167, 182, and if it breaks at 182, we're off to the races to fill this gap. I think it's oversold, but I want to look back at the news and everything too. So that's how you set up 250-day SMA, and that's how you also work off of the pattern, off that strategy. And I want to thank everybody. Please follow me. If you like this video, hit yes. If you don't, that's fine too. But I suggest follow me on Twitter and StockTwits, and have a great day.